Well, good morning, everybody, and happy Thursday. Oh, it's been a long night. We got blue skies in paradise. Oh, and a big bird from Mo. Thank you, Mo. George, Daddy was up all night. We got the pond all filled back up. Oh, and another one from Larry. Thank you, Larry. Yeah. Limo and Emo are here. Oh, and George is doing a big bird for Ivy's 50th birthday. Ivy, we hope you have a wonderful 50th birthday. Yeah, and while I'm thinking about it, we got to say happy 48th anniversary to Mary Lou. Yeah, said she's been with her husband for 49.6 years. Oh my goodness, George. That's a long time, buddy. Yeah. Anyway, the flowers are doing good all the way around the pond. The fish are happy. I scooped a whole bunch of acorns and leaves out of there. And I was talking to Eva on the phone this morning. And I said, boop, there's another acorn. Bloop. Well, one of our George family members says they've got a dog that thinks it's a squirrel and it loves to eat acorns. I said, well, send it to paradise and I'll send it home fat. Yeah. We got no shortage of acorns. Limo, Limo! Good morning, babies. Yeah. Anyway, I was out here at 1:30 this morning, scooping the pond, and I had all the deer standing around watching me work. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Leaves falling while I'm standing here, blowing back in my pond. Yeah. Acorns splashing, leaves falling, that's part of the year. Somebody said, oh, it's been another year already. Yep. Anyway, the leaves are going to be driving me crazy, but gives me job security. Something to keep me busy. George, you had fun talking to your mommy this morning? Yeah, buddy. Ah. She just got home from her long day at work. I just scooped all the leaves off that pond and now it's all back on there again with more acorns. Yeah. Anyway, the fish will not be hungry today until the water warms up some. Yeah, the water's 50 degrees. Yeah, it's well water. George has already been swimming this morning. The ducks haven't been in it. I just now turned the hose off, but George wasn't worried about the hose. No, he went swimming first thing this morning. I took pictures of him. Yeah. Anyway. Oh my goodness. I'm sitting here watching the leaves cover my pond again. Yep. Duckies! You guys gonna go swimming this morning or what? Anyway. I absolutely love all these little wildflowers. They're just beautiful. Yeah, and more to come. Yep. Oh. Thoughts and prayers for everybody that needs them. Oh, and I took pictures of the bumblebees on the sedum the other day. I'll have to put pictures of that. And Betsy had sent 2 little miniature crocs, just like these except purple. Yeah, and I took a picture of Snowball playing with them. Yep. Oh, and the bushes in the boat here are almost as tall as George's statue. Yeah. What do you think, George? Yup. The duckies have been nibbling on some of the bushes around there, but we're still going to have lots of flowers. all of this stuff is still going to flower just like that. Yeah, George. Yeah, buddy. Anyway, I'm watching the leaves fall in the pond. It's been an all-night thing to get them all out of there. Bloop, of course. While we're making a video, you can hear them go bloop. Yep. Anyway, I'll scoop them out later. Yeah. Anyway, thoughts and prayers for everybody that needs them. We love you all too. Yeah, George. And, oh, by the way, YouTube glitching. I don't know why they do it. I'm afraid to even look at my held for review box. Every time I open held for review, I find 100 more comments in there, and there's absolutely no reason for them to be there. There's nothing bad about the comments. So, if you make a comment and it disappears, I will eventually, every day, I go into that held for review box, and there's 100 comments in there, and I approve them. And I don't know where they go from there. They're supposed to go to the published page, and I go there, and out of 100, sometimes there's 15 that got approved, and I don't know where they go. But YouTube eventually finds them stuck somewhere, and they'll pop up a week from now. Yeah, but anyway, I don't know why, but YouTube has glitches. Check your subscribe button. I watch the numbers go up and then I watch them go down. I don't know if YouTube is unsubscribing people still. I just have no clue what they do. Yeah. Anyway, I got blue skies in paradise. Yes. Anyway, I just wanted to say happy 50th birthday to Ivy. Yep. And happy 48th to Mary Lou. Yeah. Anyway, I promised a funny story. Alrighty, George. Remember I told you about waking up lumberjacks with a 12-gauge cannon. Well, I never told you why I had a cannon or where I got it from. That's the story for today. You betcha. We had a garage, a big garage full of tools. And this was back before cell phones and all kinds of electronic stuff. We made our own burglar alarm. We had 2 doors, an entry door and a big garage door on the garage. As burglar alarms, we took an air horn off of a Mack truck and connected it to a compressed air bottle, which was connected to an air compressor. That was hooked to a tripwire that we set in front of the entry door, which is just like your front door on your house. If you walked in there in the dark and tripped that wire, the Mack truck air horn would blow you right out the door you came in. And it would continue to blow for as long as the compressor had electricity. Yeah! The neighbors didn't like that one. Anyway, the other one across the big garage door, if you opened that and walked in, you would trip another wire which was attached to the 12-gauge cannon that was underneath the workbench right next to the garage door. And the cannon was aimed right across where your feet were tripping the wire. Now, there was no lead in the bullet. It was a 12-gauge blank, but it would just about set your pants leg on fire, and it would cover you with black powder. Yep. Anyway, my dad was gone to work, and I was getting ready to leave in my truck. I had a 1947 Ford truck that I called Clyde. I was getting ready to leave, and I was getting into Clyde, and a neighbor came down. That was Bonnie's dad. Remember I said Bonnie and John had gotten married? Well, Bonnie's dad, Mac, came running up to me, and he said, "Could you give me a jump start?" He only lived a couple doors up the street from me. And I said, "Sure, I got to go to the garage and get the jumper cables." Well, I didn't realize he was walking right behind me. As I opened the garage door, I stepped over the tripwire. And I was reaching for the jumper cables and didn't realize he had walked in behind me, and he set the cannon off. Yep. It blew the garage full of black powder smoke. Anyway, yeah. Blast from the past, George. That's a new one. Yeah, that's a real blast. Anyway, I felt really bad for him because he thought I had shot him. Yeah, anyway. Anyway, love you all. Hope you enjoyed that one. That was a blast from the past. Limo Emo. We love you too, babies. Erica, let us know you're okay. We worry about you every day. Love you all. Remember to stay safe. Wash your flippers off and have a wonderful Thursday. Love you. Bye.